Someone asks, what's the last step to liberation? In one word, surrender. That being said, it's not a step. Let me explain. Seeking is this movement, this step towards an object. Now, this movement, this step, this activity towards an object is really awareness limiting itself, directing itself towards what appears as an object. Now, this awareness moving towards an object is what we call attention. Attention is a tension. This awareness is limited towards an object. It's an activity, that the attention is the activity of awareness in a limited condition. It is conditioned. It's narrowed, it's focused, and it is moving away from its natural state, which is unlimited, unconditioned. Not going in any particular direction. So, that is really seeking. Now, what are we seeking? Well, in one word, you're seeking yourself. But we can also say you're seeking happiness, love, peace, and freedom. You are seeking the end of suffering. The only problem is this attention that is being limited and directed to apparent objects, a car, a home, a vacation, a partner, drugs, alcohol, entertainment, anything. Anything is an object. Thoughts, feelings, the body, sense perceptions. These are the apparent objects. So the attention is attending. The attention is awareness that appears to be stretched. It's attending. Because it's being stretched, it's going towards an object. Because it's being stretched, limited, narrowed, constricted, you experience it as a tension. It's this movement away from yourself. It's a step away from yourself. So, that is what is always happening, you could say. That's the habit. That's seeking. Now, the seeking is actually suffering. The seeking is actually suffering. Because you are moving away from your natural state. Which means it's a resistance to what is. Seeking for something other than what is. What is yourself. Seeking for something other than yourself is suffering. So the end of suffering is the end of seeking. And the end of seeking is the cessation of this attention going towards objects. It's the cessation of the doing, this activity that I've described. So this last step that you're asking about is actually not a step. It's the cessation of any step, that you don't even make one step. That this game of attending objects, seeking for yourself, is it in the home? Is it in the wife? Is it in the job? Is it in the vacation? You're seeking, is my happiness there? No. Is the love there? No. Is the peace there? No. Is the freedom there? No. You're seeking for your true nature in these apparent objects. It's this game of hide and seek. You're seeking for yourself in these apparent objects. And the game's not going too well. If you've played long enough, you're getting frustrated. So what does one do when playing hide and seek and can't find what one is looking for? They give up. They quit. They surrender. And what that looks like is this attention that's so used to going outward, being limited and narrowed, going outward, doesn't do that anymore. It relaxes back, and as it's relaxing back, it's widening, opening, expanding, losing its limitations, and simply returns to its natural state, which is not a state. It returns to its natural condition, which is not a condition. That which appeared to be limited simply let go of its limitations, sort of say, and returns back to its limitless nature. Just pure awareness. Simply aware. Not aware of something, but just aware. Aware of being aware, because that's its natural, inherent quality. Only awareness is aware. And when the attention is not going towards objects, being aware of an object, being aware of this, being aware of that, the attention relaxes and you are aware of being aware. So you could say when this happens once, you could call it a glimpse. It's a temporary glimpse of our true nature. It's like a sample. You taste a little bit of that happiness, a little bit of the love, a little bit of the peace, a little bit of the freedom, a little bit of fulfillment, a little bit of rest. You get a taste, but it's only temporary. Why? Well, because the habit of going outward towards these objects, the habit of limiting yourself, believing to be a limited identity, it's very habitual. It's a condition. It's like this is what you're used to doing, is going outward. So when this glimpse happens more often, you could say, when the attention relaxes and returns back to its natural state, pure awareness, not limited to this or that, then you taste your true nature again. And this continues. As this continues, that you're simply resting in yourself as yourself and not making any outward movement, not going towards objects, thoughts, feelings, sense perceptions, then you could say you are experiencing yourself, the happiness, the love, the peace, the freedom that you are. So when this continues, it's more or less that you have found what you're looking for. And when you find what you're looking for at home, you could say, there's no need to go out to the grocery store and search for something that you already have. There's no need to go out to the grocery store and buy something that you already have. So by simply staying as awareness in its unconditioned state, you could say, in its natural state, remaining as you are, then it's a very natural process. It's a very effortless process to let go of this silly game. It's as if you walked away from this game that you are playing, hide and seek, searching for yourself in objects. This game of trying to find happiness in all of these things, looking for a job to fulfill you, looking for a partner to experience love, looking for happiness in a sports car, looking for peace in the bottom of a wine bottle, looking for freedom in a vacation. It seemed to be that that's a silly game. Why would I go through all that effort when I'm experiencing the happiness, the love, the peace, the freedom, the fulfillment without doing anything? So that last step of liberation is when you see yourself so clearly, there's no more ignorance, where you believe to be a limited identity, that you know yourself for what you actually are, that you've found everything that you're looking for, because everything that you're looking for is you, and you are experiencing yourself. That you give up this game of seeking. You're no longer resisting what is, because you're absolutely satisfied. You're content. It doesn't matter what's happening out there, because you are experiencing everything that you've ever wanted. So this last step, which I'm kind of expanding here from the initial recognition of our true nature, or getting a glimpse or a taste, how does this seem to stabilize, you could say? Or how do you become established as awareness? Is you, in a sort of way of saying it, you keep coming back to yourself. And another way of saying that is you stop leaving yourself, right? The attention comes back to its source. Or you can say, well, the attention stops leaving its source. So you're simply be as you are. Abide as awareness. And it's a very natural process because the insights get deeper, the clarity increases. And this is really removing the ignorance of everything that you thought to be true, everything that you believe to be is seen through because of the clarity. You're more familiar with yourself because you're actually remaining as yourself and not pretending to be something that you're not. There's no more confusion because of the clarity. This insight that you are seeing what was happening, that you're always going out, leaving the house, begging on the street for that which you already have. And even better than you already have it, you are it. That you forgot that you are happiness and you're out there on the street begging for happiness. All because you are ignoring yourself. You are moving away, sort of say. You are pretending to be something that you are not. So we come back home and then we leave. We come back home and then we leave. And this kind of happens for a while until this resting at home, remaining as you are, being yourself, just simply becomes the way it is. It's effortless. You don't make any effort to be yourself. You only have to make effort to be something you're not. There's no trying. Trying is effort. There's nothing to do. Doing is moving away. Doing is an activity. Playing this game is a doing. You're not playing the game anymore. So you win the game by quitting. You conquer by surrendering. And when you're simply just resting as yourself, and you found everything that you are looking for, which is you, it's very natural to just give up the game.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
It's very natural, just give up the game. You're done playing. You're done playing. So it's this full stop. It's this surrender. The surrender actually comes out of what you are. You're surrendering being something that you're not because you are in love with yourself. It's the love that makes you surrender. You're so exhausted of this game, going outward. And by remaining at home, you could say, these these qualities, they appear to be strengthening. They appear to be blossoming, growing. But they're not really. That's just how it always is. It's the fact that you're not leaving yourself to go outward. That you're simply remaining as you are. And when you remain as you are, you come to know what you are. More and more, you come to experience yourself more and more. Where then you are simply, you're surrendered. There's no more of this game that you're playing. You've quit. You've essentially walked away, right? It's this attention that retreats. It relaxes back. There's this feeling of coming back. So you're not experiencing any tension. Attention. The attention is quite literally attention. You're not experiencing any tension. You're experiencing ease. Ease because there's no effort to be what you actually are. It's effortless to be yourself. And it's so natural to be yourself. So that's why I said it's a natural process. This last step is natural. It's effortless. It's something the mind can't understand because the mind is the activity. It is the doing. So this journey back to yourself is really what feels like letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go, relaxing, 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 relaxing. Less effort, less effort, less effort. Until you are simply at rest. You're at rest because you are rest. And everything that you've ever wanted is what you are. Hopefully this helps. I'll see you in the next one.